Is Lamelo Ball a proficient basketball player? On 41, 38, 84 shooting splits, he averaged 23.3 points, 8.4 assists, 6.4 rebounds and 1.3 steals per game. Unfortunately, a fractured right ankle meant that he could only play 36 games during the 2020-21 season. Ball won Rookie of the Year in 2021. In 2022, he also made his NBA debut as an All-Star. In his first 7 NBA games, Lamelo Ball has demonstrated a lot of potential, but at this level, he won't get away with everything. The rookie for Charlotte Hornets was given a warning by the NBA for trying to flip while defending Ben Simmons during Monday's Philadelphia 76ers game. In 2012, the NBA introduced an anti-flopping rule that imposed increasing fines for subsequent offenses while issuing warnings for the first transgression. Ball will be penalized $5,000 if he gets called out once more. In just 3 years, Lamelo Ball has established himself as the Charlotte Hornets franchise cornerstone, proving that he is worthy of the hype. But you may not have known that because of his unusual route to the NBA, Melo was practically never eligible to be drafted. In a recent interview with Vlad TV, LeVar Ball, the outspoken parent, revealed how the NBA had forewarned him about his younger kid. The Ball brothers and their father, LeVar, gained notoriety and international recognition in the late 2010s due to their skill, individuality, and candor. Due to the rise to superstardom of Lonzo, LiAngelo, and Lamelo, they became the focal point of the basketball world outside of the NBA. LeVar, their father, was hailed as the world's most charming and encouraging father at the same time. Melo, the youngest of the group, had the most unusual route to the NBA. He went from being a rising star at Chino Hills High School to playing professionally in Lithuania, returning to the United States to complete his high school education at Spire Academy, and then crossing the border again to Australia before being chosen with the 3rd pick in the 2020 NBA draft. The NBA put out a requirement for Melo to be drafted in the near future, not exactly something LeVar and his child wanted to accomplish, but rather something they had to do. Everything worked out in the end because Lamelo demonstrated that he was worthy of attention, possibly the most so of all his brothers. The 7'7" point guard has averaged 19.4 points per game, 6.4 rebounds per game, and 7.3 assists in just 3 seasons. He also won the Rookie of the Year All-Star appearance in 2022. Melo is unquestionably a deserving NBA player on an individual basis, but he will now need to lead this subpar Hornets team back to relevance, along with a few experienced veterans like Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, and PJ Washington. Charlotte might advance with a few potential young players like Mark Williams and Brandon Miller. That would be the final component needed for Lamelo as one of the best point guards in the league, something his father, LeVar, has undoubtedly thought of him as from the day he first set foot on a basketball court. Lamelo Ball, a rookie player for the Charlotte Hornets, has received an official warning from the NBA for breaking the anti-flopping rules that were put in place prior to the 2012-13 season. The disputed flop occurred during Monday's game against the Philadelphia 76ers, and the league warned players about it early on Wednesday. The league will not be taking any more action at this time, but a second infraction would result in a $5,000 fine. Lamelo Ball has emerged as a key player for the Hornets thus far this season, appearing in numerous highlight plays. The rookie will probably get better for this experience as he continues to learn about the NBA's physicality and tempo. Lamelo Ball doesn't currently have a reputation in the league as a soft player, and he has no intention of becoming so. Lamelo Ball has averaged 24 minutes per game off the bench thus far in his career and has amassed some amazing stats in his first 7 outings. In a game, Ball averages 11.6 points, 4.9 assists, and 4.7 rebounds. As more and more eyes start to focus on him, the youngster should accept this warning for what it is and keep playing his game. The Charlotte Hornets, who have had a difficult start to the 2020-21 season, enter their upcoming game against the Atlanta Hawks with an overall record of 2-5. The duel between Lamelo Ball and the emerging phenom try of the Hawks is quite fascinating. Despite having a team full of really skilled players, the Hornets will need to find a way to win games quickly in order to maintain their hopes of making the playoffs in a competitive Eastern Conference. Regarding the flopping, there shouldn't be any problems if Lamelo is able to take this as a warning and modify his style of play. Being called a flopper is something that no NBA player wants to be associated with. Therefore, it's unlikely that Lamelo Ball will be hitting the floor as much. Lamelo Ball suffered a fracture to his right ankle during Charlotte's 117-106 victory over the Detroit Pistons on Monday night, perhaps ending his disappointing and injury-plagued season. Ball sprained his left ankle 3 times this season, starting in the preseason, and has already missed 27 games. Before the point guard went down on a non-contact play in the third quarter, he and the Hornets, 20-43, were having their greatest basketball game of the year. Ball's ankle fracture was seen on X-rays. Before departing the game with 9-26 remaining in the half, Ball had already recorded 5 consecutive double-doubles and looked to be headed for another with 18 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Additionally, he was shooting the ball exceptionally well from beyond the arc, making 47.3%, 27 of 57 of his three-pointers during the previous 5 games. Against the Pistons, he was 6 of 7 from outside the arc. The 5-game winning streak for Charlotte was the team's longest of the year. Ball went to the floor after dribbling behind his back and seemingly preparing to work off a screen from center Mark Williams outside the three-point line. After snatching the stray ball, he passed it to Williams, who found a colleague to score. The ball was led to the changing area. It wasn't until after the game that Hayward revealed the full degree of the injury, saying the players assumed he had tweaked something. The length of the ball's absence was not disclosed by Hornets coach Steve Clifford. However, it seems unlikely that the team would rush him back, considering the seriousness of the injury and the fact that the Hornets only have 19 games left and are not in the running for the playoffs. The Ball family would have 2 nickels if they had a nickel for each time the NBA forced them to cover up a tattoo that featured their company's logo, which, while still not much, would likely result in higher profits than Big Baller brand. On Tuesday, Lamelo Ball over the Charlotte Hornets made history by taking the floor with an odd adornment. Observers saw Ball experimenting with a covering over his neck tattoo, which featured the insignia of his La France clothing company 3 months after Ball debuted it. Ball's middle name is La France. It was soon assumed that the NBA had asked him to conceal what it saw as a promotional logo. After discussions over the previous few weeks, ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski revealed that the NBA had, in fact, threatened to fine Ball if he kept playing with the tattoo exposed. Ball is allegedly expected to keep covering the tattoo as the parties talk about immediate and long-term fixes. Ball's team is reportedly disputing 2 points. 1, he used his initials LF before they became a brand. And 2, a number of other players have tattoo of business logos for companies like Warner Brothers and Air Jordan. Regarding the latter point, the NBA retorted that the athletes lacked endorsement deals with those businesses. Ball switched from wearing a number 2 jersey to a number 1 jersey before the 2022-2023 NBA season. Ball defeated the Atlanta Hawks 144-138 on February 13, 2023, recording 30 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-high 15 assists. In addition, he made Hornets history by being the first player to ever finish a game with at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 15 assists. Ball led the team to victory over the San Antonio Spurs on February 16 with a season-high 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and 28 points. With only LeBron James to surpass, he became the second youngest player in the NBA history to record 1,000 rebounds and 1,000 assists in his career. When Ball and his siblings played together in high school, they gained national recognition. In 2017, his father, Lava, also became well known in the media. Ball appears on his family's Facebook Watch reality series, Ball in the Family, and has a signature sneaker made by his father's business, Big Baller brand. Lonzo Ball, his elder brother, is a guard for the Chicago Bulls. Ball received basketball instruction from his father, Lavar, as soon as he was able to walk. He began playing the sport at the age of 4, competing against considerably older opponents alongside his older brothers, Lonzo and LiAngelo. At 5 years old, he started playing flag football with his brothers, but kept his concentration on basketball. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye. Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.